what is that? Is that Mocha? Whatever that one is, the museum on Wilshire Boulevard. Hey, good morning, Freddie. You finally came back, huh? Couldn't stay away. What did you say? You tried to drink too much whiskey. Oh, escape. Escape. Vodka. Da, comrade. Why? That's unusual. The pilot is passing along the pilot. He has a name, you know. Yes. Dylan was just telling me that the weather forecasts for the airports for Burbank and Van Nuys are low IFR. And that means like heavy fog. I think they got their weather stuff mixed up. They got it backwards. Because the days when it's like, oh, it's gonna be severe clear, it's, you know, to the ground. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, that made the whole flight worth it. We can go back now. But, well, Freddie will tell us. If there's real news out there, Freddie will tell us. Whoa, whoa, oh my goodness. Chase City. Going to Chase City, go, here we come. Going to Chase City, let's have some fun. And they never saw the chopper again. I'm more, oddly enough, I'm more about Oscar. What is that? Why is there a little light there? What's going on with that little tiny light? Freddie, why is there a little tiny light on the Hollywood? Is that a person? That's not a person. One light. Guantanamera. Banana, Guantanamera. What? Doesn't even look that bad down here. Let's do something with the orangey sky and the, yeah, let's just park here. Teacher trains for World Marathon Challenge. What's the point? So you can tell your friends I ran around the world? I got the tree out. I put the tree up. I started moving stuff around. Moved a bunch of stuff to Palmdale. Brought some stuff from Palmdale. Apartment is actually starting to look like, feeling like home. What? I'm canceling Christmas this year. Everybody gets cash. Make it easy on yourself. Send 10s and 20s. Gift cards. Gift cards with a written note in there saying don't spend it all in one place. The economy. Good morning, Carla. Now it's Monday. In a good way. Not like grumpy Monday. It's a good Monday, as Carla said good morning. I don't know. Hey, Freddie, is there some kind of big bus crash in San Bernardino? Okay. Not delivered. Not delivered. Everything's not delivered. Somebody in Oklahoma is asking me about a bus crash in San Bernardino. So my guess is they know somebody that was on that bus. Not a good day. I thought we can't swear on the air. I remember that. That's sad. Maria! It is not foggy! Now she's gonna be mad at me. just talk about the weather. Yes, I do like the colder weather. Snow. Hey, good morning, Maria. I would love to join in on your weather conversation because I can tell you it is severe clear up in the valley area. And as we made our way into the Hollywood, you can see downtown, see that beautiful orange glow. But I do know about all that fog you're talking about down south. Take a look at that. That's actually the 110 disappearing underneath the clouds. Let's talk about that 101 drive because that's where we are right now, Hollywood. And it is actually a really great drive, north or southbound from the 110 to Cuenca Pass. It is going to be a great ride, no problems, no slowing down, and those are freeway speeds between those 2 points, so that's going to be a good ride for you if that is your ride this morning. Also, the valley wide open and moving well. Sending it back to y'all in the studio, and good morning. I don't know, you want to go out east? Go out east where we belong. You want to check out the fog down south? I mean, we can. Oh, we can. Okay. Yeah. They're sneaky. They're sneaky over there. Turn their transponder. Yeah, they're sneaky. Even with the people getting back to work, they're still going to do the big shutdown. I guess it takes time to spool stuff back up again too. Yeah. Well, I guess, I don't know how it works, man. That I would literally be making stuff up. I have no idea how that works. But everything I heard and read was like they came to some sort of amicable solution where everybody's happy and the hardcore Dems are grumpy because they're like, how dare you betray us? And I'm just like, well, it's not just us. But anyway, let's not get into politics because I don't want people throwing rocks at me. It's too early in the morning. Get hit with a dirt clog in the head. You found them. Oh, maybe they went out to that bus crash. Oh, out there? That's the crash that, well, hey, Freddie, are you sure this big crash is over? Because I think those evil empires headed out that way. It's something on the 10 and Big Bear. What? Mercy Air is actually going out that way too. Okay. Did you hear that? Yeah. I don't know where 7's at. Oh, you so okay. All right. Right. Well, you you know. I'm sorry. I keep. Hang on. Let me turn on my light and try to figure out why you're so low. Okay. Well, so 7 went to the fatality. Okay. So Freddie, would you like? Okay. So I don't like playing chase everybody around, but would you like to go there, or should we just maybe talk about it? All right. All right. I just hope. Did I bring my earbuds? Yes, I did. All right. I might even be able to get an IFB. So let's kind of head that general direction. Harupa Valley. Harupa. Yeah, we'll just keep flying and go head out there. What was it? 60 in Sunny Valley? What was it? Hang on 1 second. 60 in Country Villas. Glen Avon. Ooh, that's going to be rough. That's going to be Santiago for sure. Maybe not. Okay. See if they want to play. Yeah. I got my earbuds. I can call you guys. It's not that far away. It's only 20 minutes. Yeah. I think so, yes. Little as possible, because it hurts my head. Yeah, it's only Monday. You know, we can let. I think when we get out that way, if it's going to be ours, it's going to have to be Saddle. And if we want to use somebody else's, it'll be Santiago. We can put it into Saddle now. Wait a minute. We're going to be on the yeah. Wait, yeah, because we're going to lose Saddle when we get to Ontario. I mean, we're going to lose. It's Monday. We're going to lose Wilson when we get to Ontario, so we should use Saddle. Yes, we should put it into Saddle. Copy all. KTTV Saddle. 090. What is that, East? 090. Sweet. Everybody's talking at me. Pardon me? No, we don't have a traffic right now. The next traffic hit will probably be around 20 or so. Why not? She probably was acting rowdy. Everybody's talking at me. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-dum. We win big. Hey, what up? We are probably, I mean, we can't give them an exact, within between 13 and 18 minutes. And we're going to do traffic along the way. We're not doing traffic. Not. And then also, we might have to use their mountaintop. So they're in. They're in like Flint. I don't know. Well, that's probably around the same time we're going to do ours. So it'll be something on the 60, headed out that way, I guess. We cannot bend space and time yet. I'm sure in the evening the helicopter flies much faster. 100% faster, according to that ETA. Look, man, I'm just, they were hoping we'd be there in 5 minutes. I'm just like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So there you go. Is it that one? Nobody died. Pardon me? That was the bus crash. That one's all over. Yeah, we're not going to that one. We're going out to Glen Avon. Avon calling. That's a bargain. 11 million for a senior living facility? What's that? Okay. That whole old age home thing, like geriatric or whatever that's called, that is just like a giant free-for-all for money. Yep. All you need to do is get a license to pick that stuff up. Bum 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 ba da dum ba da dum bum ba da dum. Bum bum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum. Good for mental health. That's me. Find 10 cats. Let me just go to my apartment. Jen, I hope you're feeling better. That wasn't for the good mornings. That was a comment about one of the news stories. Oh. Is that booze? I mean, I just a lot of noise. One 100 drivers. Oh, that's my food for last. Oh, come on, man. Okay, till noon. Yeah, they'll be gone by the time we get off of work. I am in the helicopter. That never gets old. We're going to be on the 60 freeway. Ontario. Because we're going to keep moving. Because we're on our way to a fatality way out in the middle of nowhere. '60 Freeway, Ontario. Yes. Yes. Ooh, has that got a time? Does that have a time on it? No. No Irish coffee. How are you surviving? Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, this one is pretty good. Skyfox on our way out to a pretty serious crash out in the Glen Avon area. But on the way, we're going to talk about what we're taking a look at right here. That's going to be the 60 freeway. This is beautiful Ontario, but that ride might be a little tough, especially on that westbound 60 coming away from the 15 all the way out over to the 57. You can see it right there. This portion looking a little better, but as you keep making your way west, it does start to back up and slow down. So on that westbound 60, give yourself a little extra time, especially through that Ontario area. Eastbound, though, wide open and moving well. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. I'm walking in the spider webs. Da, 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 da. It is a beautiful sunrise. And as soon as you cued it, look at that. That's what he said. He said sunrise. And I pulled up my shirt. No, it's right there. 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 I had a crazy busy weekend. That's, you know, that was the reason why we came out here, Jamie. We were like, let's just make some noise, and she'll say something, and we'll be like, okay, let me go over there, and then we'll be like, found it. Is this already the backup for the crash, you think? It is. All right, so you're on the brakes. I thought he said it was on. Oh, it is eastbound. Eastbound 60. He said eastbound 60. All right. So the backup is actually affecting this 15, and you're on the brakes from the 15. And Crashy Crash is right there. But I think they've declared it. You know what? In my business, I think I do. Yeah. Was this an auto ped? We came all the way out here for an auto ped. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Let's turn around and go. Taking my helicopter and I'm going home. I think this is an auto pad because, yeah, that's an auto pad. Dude, what are you doing on the road? Don't do that thing. All right, so looky-loo traffic is affecting, oh, that's such a beautiful sunrise. Right. Right. Hang on, hang on. What's up, Freddie? So you think that's over here? Yeah. There's something over there. We'll take a peek. Thank you for that, Freddie. I like nuggets. $6.31. Yeah, let's just park here somewhere right in here. This is probably good enough. I think the car must have been cleared. Oh, is it still right there? Well, I don't know. Where's the car? Did they already clear it? I think they're not letting him in the... Oh, look, she's mad. She's mad. Hang on, I got to turn everything down. What was that? Yeah, that's... Yeah, it's right there. That's what I said. We need to move a little bit farther. She's clearly a relative and very, very upset. I'm not going to put her on television. But I kind of like this spot because, you know... Oh, it's a double fatal. I don't know what happened. We are in the beautiful city of Glen Avon. Glen Avon, and I'm going to go with double fatal crash on the eastbound 60 freeway at Country Village. Body on the roadway, another fatality as the car came off the freeway and crashed into a parked vehicle. Honda Civic. What's up? What was that? Yes, pretty sure there's a body right there. And then there's another one on the roadway. And if I'm wrong, you know, thank goodness, because it's only one person that passed. But I'm pretty sure that's a double. That's a cop car. This is on the 60 freeway eastbound, East 60. East 60, and it really is called Glen Avon. Pardon me? I was looking at the fence just a moment ago because you can see the fence is down here, see? And there's divots in the grass. Probably came like either through here. And maybe it was moving so fast it got a little air and just kind of bounced. I don't know why they left their backboard. But anyway. That's a cop car. Yeah. Or maybe it's a coroner or an investigator. All right, let's get to work, everybody. We don't need to see the tree blocking it. I think is a blessing. So just stay here. Yeah. The car in the backup. I have a feeling because of CBS, we're going to wind up hanging out here for another one, which is okay too. Sorry, hang on one second, Dylan. Oh, are you kidding me? Skyvox, TOC, we lost the IFB, Of course we did. Skyvox, TOC, could you reset the IFB? And it's back, thank you. Yeah, Maria, this one is a tough one. We made our way out to the Glen Avon area, and we're looking at the 60 freeway, and it is a double fatal crash. How it happened, the mechanics involved, we don't really know, but I can tell you that one person lost their life on the freeway, looks like a pedestrian, and then we also have a second vehicle that came off the freeway and landed in the back of this industrial area right there, and there is another fatality right there. Now you can see the California Highway Patrol are working, and they have taken away pretty much all the lanes except for one on that eastbound 60 freeway. As we were flying out here, I can tell you that you're on the brakes hard. Take a look at that. That is a solid backup from the 15 as you're making your way eastbound this morning. It's going to be a very, very tough drive. Possibly the 10 might be a good alternative, and they are working to clear that roadway, but it is a fatality and it is investigation, so that may be there for some time. Also, on the westbound lanes, it is just looky-loo traffic, but definitely slow and go till you make your way over here to the actual Country Village Road. That's where all this happened. That's going to be that roadway right there. On the westbound lanes, though, after you pass the incident, it does open up, but on the eastbound lanes, you've got to get past Country Village Road from the 15. That's going to be a very tough drive for a lot of folks. Keep that in mind if this is your ride this morning. I'm Stu up in Skyfox, sending it back to y'all in the studio. Skyfox, Freddy. We can hang out for our CBS friends and family, but I'm just curious, do they want to take us? And if they don't, I'd rather move, even though this is pretty significant, just because of the radios. Well, it rolled a couple times too. Somebody was making a comment about like that it just because it crashed into that box truck. No, that thing was probably airborne and spinning. Well, I right, that's what I'm saying. Well, that the family might be from the pedestrian. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there was somebody on the roadway, cars driving along, hits the pedestrian, oh crap, loses control, comes off the freeway, crashes in the truck. 2 people dead. That's what I think happened. Yeah, I saw that too, like over here. Oh, wait. No, that's, I don't know who that is. So we'll do this one for sponsored and then we'll start heading back. I mean, that could be part of the car. Oh yeah. No, right there. That's where this person got hit. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And you know what? I tell my kids this all the time. I tell everybody, something happens on the freeway, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, but don't get out of your car. I think you're going to be safer in the vehicle. Seatbelt on in the car. Yeah. Or stop the freeway. I think it's one of those things that we get so used to seeing cars and stuff that it just, you just don't realize how those things they'll just rip you apart. Yes, sir. $51? I would not, but that would mean we're doing this 3 times. You know what? It's Monday. Gosh almighty, I love the CBS. Of course we'll stay here. Of course. Why would we go anyplace else? Of course. Heck, why don't they just do top of the 8? We'll wait. Carlo, we're going to be here again. Well, I just, it's static in my ear. It's okay. You know what? I need to stop whining. I got the best job in the world. This is fantastic. We'll stay here. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're going to probably be here for this one and for 50 if we do 50. Okay. Stop being such a diva, Stu. Hey, just hang on, she's talking. Right, Teresa? I agree. I totally agree. I need to stop that. I love New York Love, by the way. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. This driver report brought to us by Morgan & Morgan, and this double fatality crash is definitely very sad and has a lot of moving parts to it as well. But let's talk about the traffic. One person losing their life on the eastbound 60 right at Country Village Road. This is going to be in the Glen Avon area. That vehicle that was involved came off the freeway. That driver losing their life as well as it landed over here in the back of this industrial area. That 60 freeway eastbound, they're squeezing you down to one lane. And let's take a look at some of that backup. As Skyfox flew here this morning, I can tell you the backup is being affected on the 15 as well, because those transition roads are getting really backed up also for the 15. But look at that ride. This is what it looks like from that 15 freeway to the off-ramp out here in the Glen Avon area. Give yourself extra time if this is your ride. Westbound, it is a little bit of slow and go. You got looky-loo traffic. As you pass the Country Village Road, it does open up, and that westbound lanes actually are a pretty good drive all the way out to Hacienda Heights. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots, shall we? Pardon me? Like over the fence? They're up against the... For the car. Okay. Because I saw some people by the building line. Well, as crass as I am and as much of... Very short. I'm sorry. I went long on that one. I don't know what I was thinking. It's Monday. It's Monday. I caught myself. I was like, what am I doing? All right. I wonder, I'm being serious, I wonder if the corner van is, the next stop is over here. Yeah, there's a lot on the roadway. Sadly, we probably will never get a pretty legit answer, but I'm still guessing because look at the damage on the car. I'm thinking this person hit the pedestrian, lost control, and wound up off the road. Pardon me? Oh, I'm tossing a brake? Carla? Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. You're welcome. And I got to listen for CBS because they're going to take us about the same time. No, it was closer. It was over by the piece of the car. Right, it was right there. Maybe they swerved, you know? Who knows? I mean, I'm just wondering what they're going to do, like, when the coroner gets here, because if she's already made a couple of runs, I mean, what does she want to see? You know, I mean, I know she's grieving, but it's like, really? Do you really want to see that? Right. Okay. Center divider? Hang on. I got to listen to, I'm listening to CBS and us. And CBS sounds like a, gosh, and it's all static. She's doing weather. No, it's not a gun. Country Village Road. Oh my gosh. It's the 60, Kevin. Yes, it is. Dylan was watching car crashes on the freeway live. All right, CBS. We're getting into weather right now. That's right. We're talking about this traffic accident to double fatality out here in the Glen Avon area. That's going to be eastbound 60 freeway right at Country Village Road. Now, one person losing their life on the roadway and another lost their life as that vehicle went off the freeway. Let's take a look at that freeway backup. This is huge. It looks like this pretty much from the 15, if not beyond. You can see it right there. It's actually affecting some of the 15 as well. Now, it is super slow and go. Maybe the 10 freeway would be a good alternate, but as you pass the actual on-ramp of Country Village Road, it does open up significantly. It's still being squeezed down to one lane. Westbound lanes, kind of the same deal right there. A lot of looky-loo traffic, nothing being taken away, but people trying to grab a look, creating a huge backup as you pass that roadway, Country Village Road. Westbound, same kind of deal. It opens up, starts moving well. We'll be here after the break, looking for you. Copy, 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 copy. And as interesting as this is, I think we should move along. All right, let's go. Coroner's over there picking up the second body right now. To Ontario, right? All right. It's not that bad of a backup now that you really look at it. I mean, it's poo from the 15, but you know, what is that? 30 minutes maybe extra? Yeah. And then you get in the wrong lane. Make sure you keep those low beams on and those fog lights. Look at Fox. Look at Fox. Little Fox, the little engine that could with our saddle mountaintop. So proud of you, Foxy. Goes in tight. Oh, yeah, definitely. No, I want to know about the Mercedes. Okay. Oh, well, that's part of the problem right there. You're going to be able to get out and render aid. Carla, you have a fantastic day as well. Look forward to the rest of the week. I'm sorry I was whiny like that. You should have put me in my place. No, I don't. Sitting in a helicopter doing traffic, but thank you. Thank you. I didn't see any crazy driving this weekend, and I was on the road quite a bit. Oh, for the commuter? Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, we're going to, can you ask me as we get a little bit close? Oh, you know what? We're going to be 60 Freeway Hacienda Heights. 60 Freeway Hacienda Heights. And we should try to make our way out to mid-cities. I'm sure we'll get derailed on the way, but if we can, that's fantastic. Oh. Yep, I can smell cow as well. Welcome to Chino. Shout out to Chino. Smells like cows. But you know, it's don't. You're the one that put the derogatory spin on it. Maybe I like the smell of cow. You know? Yeah. Cows. I have a difficult relationship with cows because, as animals, I think they're pretty cool. You know. But then that's the whole other thing too. It's like we eat them. You know, we drink the milk. We put them in these kind of awkward situations. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, somebody used to bring up. But what did you do with them after you were bottle feeding them when they started getting bigger? And Mustard Mama said instead of more cowbell, we need more cow smell. Ah, we need more cowbell. Oh, that's cool. Well, if we can make it happen, I'll make it happen. Especially, well, if Maria starts talking about all the crazy fog, that's going to kind of, because you can see downtown from Pomona. Can we see the city? Can we position ourselves? I think we can, right? Where do you go now? Yeah, we can. Hey, Sarah. Hey. 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 All right, let's park here. Yeah, no, it's yeah, we'll make it work. Yeah, I'll make it work. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. I got Sarah energy. Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. You know what? We were talking about that morning fog, but it must have burned off. We are in Diamond Bar. And what is that? Is that the Emerald City out there in the distance? No, that is Los Angeles. We can see LA from Diamond Bar. So it is severe clear right now, and it's going to be a beautiful day for a lot of folks. And even if you're driving on the 60, I think it's going to be okay. Like I said, we're in the Diamond Bar area, that slow and go with all those big trucks. That's going to be your westbound lanes. Now, don't fret, because by the time you pass that 57 and you start heading over to the 605, it does open up. It gets to be a better drive. Just a little bit of slow and go as you're making your way over there to that 57 intersection. Now, if you're heading eastbound, that's going to be a little bit of a different story. Out here, like in the San Gabriel Valley, most of it is a good ride this morning. No crashes, nothing to talk about. But if you're getting out towards Ontario, out by the 15, there is a fatality out there, and there is a huge backup. Now, they are in the clearing stages, but that backup is definitely going to remain. So if you're driving that eastbound and you're going to be out in the Ontario area, give yourself extra time. If you're headed westbound, looking really, really good. Sending it back to y'all in the studio. Of course, why would they? That is the craziest thing ever. Oh, that they were going to try to, somebody wanted to overturn the gay marriage thing. And I'm just like, are you insane? So I'm sure if you guys listen to me yammer a lot, and since we're staying on the cow thing, so a million years ago, I was, I don't even remember how I wound up over there, but there's a animal sanctuary up in like Lake Los Angeles, somewhere up there, and got invited there. Anyway, they had a cow, you know, not a calf, pretty much an adult cow. And, you know, they had a sow that wasn't that friendly. They had a bunch of goats. I love messing with the goats. Not like that, grabbing their horns, things like that. But anyway, go back to the cow. The cow was playful, and so, you know, would like nudge me, and I would nudge it back, and then it would nudge me, and I would nudge it back, and then the people that were running the thing were like, you know, just be careful, because the cow doesn't know it's a cow. The cow doesn't, you know, it's not putting it together that, you know, it can hurt you. And it, you know, and sure enough, our little shoving match, man, that thing just knocked me on my butt. Didn't hurt me, didn't trample me or anything like that, but basically, I swear that thing was laughing at me after it knocked me down. Might have been. I don't remember. The Gentle Barn. I don't know. That sounds familiar, but that sounds like a, you know, I'm not saying it in a bad way. Like the Gentle Barn, meaning, you know, it sounds like a generic name for, you know, an animal rescue. But yeah, it might have been. Ostriches can be a little bitey. Jen, I'm gonna. No, I don't. I'm thinking about it. I don't. Usually I say things like, cow! And then sometimes I say, oh, not the livestock. That's from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Oh, Montebello Dairy. I don't know how I'm going to hype your eggnog. Dylan stopped trying to talk to me. He was like, man, you keep interrupting me. See, now I got time. Oh, the shutdown stuff? What's the difference between an emu and an ostrich? I don't know. And one's well, somebody says, somebody who I venture either is really good at faking it or actually really knows, says that one of them's larger. Ostrich is larger. Yeah, I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to piss one off. Getting freaked out. I missed my train once in Florida, and I was walking the railroad tracks, and a raccoon started following me, and it was really funny. I mean, this was before cell phones or anything like that. I mean, it would have been great to get video of it because I'd be walking, and you could every now and then you'd hear something, right? That's what got my attention, and I would stop and I'd turn around, and the raccoon would stop and turn around, like, and this went on for like, 15 minutes or so. Like I'd walk and I'd like stop and see if he's still following me, and it'd be like, he's like, what are you looking at? It's like, what's behind us? Is there something following us? Yeah, he was like right, like on the rail right behind me. I couldn't have grabbed him. He wasn't that close, but no traffic in this block, Bill. I see how you are. What a beautiful day. Look at that. When do you see downtown looking like that? This is amazing. Where are we? We're in Whittier, for gosh sakes. Yeah. No. You know, the only thing I can say is I remember when we first got here, well, okay, that's not really true either. The first time we were here, because we weren't living here, was in the early 80s. And I remember, and again, I was a little kid. Was it fog? Was it smog? And then when we first got back, that would have been late 80s. Was it the late? No, it was still the 80s. It was still the 80s. Anyways, yeah, I think it was. I think it was. The bottom line is I think it was. The weather is definitely nicer now, and the air is definitely cleaner. But, you know, we also don't have all those factories here anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. But right. I think it was a lot of the industrial that was out here because we had the Ford plants out here, the GM plants, the aircraft manufacturing. I don't know how much industrial pollution they make, you know. Wait a minute, Dean Martin is not going to be at the Grove. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like the summer-like day. What happened to the getting cold? We don't have traffic right now. Do you want to try to get out to Mid-City? Yeah. Oh, now Ashley was waking. Good morning, sleepyhead. It's about time. Ostriches have huge talons, apparently. I'm scrolling back about the ostrich stuff. One is from Africa, the other's from Australia. Somebody was saying how the smog back in the 60s was really, really bad. I mean, but we also, you know, we always had the Santa Anas and we always had the ocean and we always had, so that stuff's got it, I mean, it's had to have been pushed out. This is the industrial area where they take care of you after you retire. There's right. Yeah. I mean, look, it's just like anything else. Do I think a lot of it is malarkey? Yes. Do I think it was completely unnecessary? No. I think, you know, I think if we're left up to our devices, you know, our waters would be polluted. We'd have, you know what I mean? I think, you know, I don't think anybody, I mean, there might be some businesses that are like, you know, I'm going to be responsible and fiscally, you know, and, you know, just do the right thing, but that doesn't mean they all will, you know? Right. Right. Yeah. And I mean, and that's the thing too. It's like none of us were really around But you know, what did industrial England look like? You know, like when, or even downtown New York back in the day when everything was horse poo, and you know, we were dumping all the sludge and everything into the rivers, and yeah, you know, and like the paper mill pulps up in the eastern air, you know, northeasterns. It's like, you know, right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, and would those companies and all those corporations been like, oh, we need to clean this up? This is a disgrace. I don't think so. I think that would have just continued. So yeah, I think we need some regulation. There's a balance though, and that's the problem. Right? What do you mean, who mans the camera? What do you, what kind of question is that? Where's the reverse camera? Is that the, there? See, camera, me, it's me, camera, me, camera. And here, I do me, camera. Who's stupid? Teresa, I didn't say anybody was that kind. I wouldn't. The only time I would use that word would be describing myself. I wish I was like Marcel. Maybe someday I can be. Maybe. Are you kidding me? Is there literally fog over, like, right over the spot we need to go to? You sound angry. No, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything like that. I know Pickle P tagged up right over by the 4 level, and I love it. Historic. Stu, you drive out here all the time. How do you not just be able to put the camera right on the frickin' museum? Look, man, just back off. It's like right there. Running Man. I think we got a traffic coming up, though. Let's do a traffic, and then let's try to run. Well, it might be in the fog. Actually, I think it's more over here. I think we can't see the building because of that brown building. Yeah, it's the museum. No, it's the museum that goes across the road. The one the new one. Oh, there it is. That's it. That's it right there. Yeah, for right now. 25 after Maria. I don't know. There. This is how the voters are supposed to be looking at that. Yay, the government got together and did something. Yay, that's how we're supposed to look at it. It's not a they or us, or it's yay, we got it passed. We, W-E. We. What up? Yes, sir. Where? Okay. Long Beach area. I don't think we're going to be able to get there. I know it's not going to happen. Let's make an effort. Let's do the college try, because they might be coming north. I don't know. It's Carson Compton. I heard him. Oh, it's over. It's over. Melissa canceled it. Yeah, Melissa was like, look, if you're going to chase people under the clouds, we're not going to go. I got a good one. I need a bigger one. That's what I was told. Thanksgiving flavor Oreos. I haven't had an Oreo in a minute. Nope, haven't had one in a minute. Never had Dungeness crab. I have. I think I have. Oh, because you're on the second week? But you had Sunday off. Right. I did not sleep well over the weekend. And basically, and then I wound up running late on Sunday and basically just got back to the apartment and crashed. Oh, on the weekends? Like on not on a school night? Oh, we are going to be 10 freeway, mid-city. 10 freeway, mid-city. Oh, I'll stay up super late if I. Well, I'm not going to bed like at 2 in the morning on Sunday, but like on Friday and Saturday, I don't. Mid-city. I'm going to talk about Maria and her fog. Look at that. Talking about fog. Poof, gone. Pay later. You pay later. I wonder if that's the Southwest we were looking at earlier. I think it is. It has the same paint job. No, we were following one over downtown earlier. He was making his turns. His gear was still up. It might be him. I mean, pardon me? Jeff? I don't hear anybody. I'm not listening. What? Now you lost me. Jeff? Right. Oh, it's not. Woo! If we weren't going to be going for traffic right now, I'd be following that duck that just flew by. Wow. Look, I'm trying to be team player here. I'm trying to be part of the team. Maria's talking about fog, and I'm like, look how clear everything is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm trying. I just want to be part of the team. I want the coach to put me in more. I want to play. Well, I thank you, Maria. When you said dramatic drop, I was like, oops, she's coming to us. Hey, good morning, Maria. And you know what? I was just saying it, and everybody needs to know. I keep talking about how severe clear it is and how beautiful it is, and you keep talking about the fog, and I just, you know what, Maria, Maria, there is definitely fog out here. There is most definitely a lot of fog, and there you go. And this is actually out in the mid-city area. Jefferson Park got some of that fog creeping in from the shoreline, and it's getting over that 10 freeway. Take a look at that. Now it is a little slow and go, but this is the usual ride. If this is your ride, you're like, Stu, I know. And you're hitting the brakes today as you pass the 110. If you're heading westbound, eastbound from the 405 to the 110, looking fantastic. And beware, there's some fog out there. Sending it back to you all in the studio. All right, let's run over to the grab. I'm trying. Coach is yelling at me. The Laguna Food Pantry. All right, I thin, it's that thing right there. And it's probably going to be really difficult to shoot. I can see it's in the shade. Always something. Are we rolling? Let's start rolling. Running Man. Do a little advertisement, especially if Amanda's working that day. All right, let's go wide. Where are we? Oh, look, it's the new museum, blah, blah, blah. Slow the roll, slow the roll, slow the roll, slow the roll. And what are we looking at? That. It's a thing. You know what? I don't have all the information. It is, Freddie, that's something called art. I know. And they just set it down. The artist, we missed it because I'm lazy. The artist actually put the first succulent on there by himself. And then they came and they filled it full of succulents. So it's a living sculpture. It's like a big giant chia pet. Yep. And if you drive by it, yep. If they have it in GTA, if they drive by it in GTA, you'll know all about it. Sponsored it, copy all. How close? I'm trying to get close-up shots of all the succulents. Not succubus, succulent. What are we going to do for a freeway? Do you think we can get to the 101 in time? All right. Let's boogie, boogie, boogie. Oh, I do. Man, that place is awesome. And it keeps giving me things to talk about. It is actually, you can go in there now. It's not like it's not like officially open yet. It kind of has the Jeffrey the Giraffe look. It kind of looks like the cartoon cows from way back in the day. Talking about cows. We were talking about cows this morning. No, I haven't. Honestly, I have not. I'm waiting. I don't know. Someday, when I got a minute. Not at all. Not at all. Just get on Wilshire and go. I could even take public transit, dare I say. And they never saw Stu again. I'm going to look north. What's that? Yes? Corvette? Is that Santa? Is Santa driving that Corvette? Oh man, it's gonna be behind a tree. Is that Santa? If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Copy out. Jacoby and Myers. Keep talking, guys. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep doing it. Hey. Oh, we were. Wait. It's Santa. There's Santa in a Corvette. We found Santa. Santa. I bet. You know what? He's rolling around and he's checking that naughty and nice list. I can tell you that. And I can tell you also, this one brought to us by Jacoby and Myers Injury Lawyers. And we're going to put on the nice list. And the nice list, take a look at that. The 101 is a lot of fun. Oh, it is out here. Now, this is going to be in the Hollywood area, north and southbound, looking like a pretty great drive. But keep in mind, if you're heading southbound, before you hit that 110, you're definitely going to hit a little bit of traffic out there. But it's actually pretty good today. I'm going to say for this Monday, it is actually looking pretty good. Northbound from the 110 out to the Cuenca Pass and beyond. Looks like a fantastic drive. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots, shall we? All right, now what? Only in LA? Yeah, let's do that. Let's cruise around a little bit. I'm just amazed that it timed out. I'm usually with my luck, it's usually would have got behind a building and that would have been it, you know? Gone. What's up? So tomorrow it's cold. Huh? Only walking in LA. Missing persons. Nobody walks in LA. Pardon me, yeah. Choop. Freddie. Freddie. ¿Dónde es? Turn around, go back over the hill, please and thank you. 1250 East 45th Street. 45, right? 45? One, two, 1, 5, 49, 49, 49. 1, 2, yeah. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 1, 5. 12:15. We'll be there in 10 minutes. Tell them they're not putting a lot of water on it. Reported structure fire. Reported. South Los Angeles. That's for sure. Not seeing any smoke. What's up? Pardon me? Yes. That's not how the smog is made? Starting to get water on it. Why do they keep talking about hazmat? Hazmat, hazmat, hazmat. No exposure. Fiery. We're really getting a handle on it. Yes, sure. I'm being serious. Anytime you need us, just toss. Hey, Bobby and everybody else, we got a structure fire happening out here in the South Los Angeles area. Now, LA City Fire Department arriving here very quickly. This is going to be the 1200 block of East 49th Street. You can see the fire department down there. They had a single-family dwelling. That's a fancy word for basically saying somebody's house on fire. Now, all the residents made their way out. There are no injuries, and right now that fire is pretty much on the almost outside. You can see the fire department still down there working. That's going to be LA City Fire men and women. Now, they did get the handle on it very, very quickly, and they also were concerned about the homes next door. All those things are in check right now, and right now the prime priority is going to be to get all those hot spots out, but you can see the fire department still working out here. Some smoke still coming out, but for the most part, that fire is out. No injuries to any of the people that live in the home. No injuries to firefighters. I'm Stu up over the South Los Angeles area, sending it back to y'all in the studio. Copy all. I can feel the beaming pride from the station. The prime priority. Think about that one. For CBS, let's park when we get in that clear section, looking kind of right at the front of the building. I had a 90s GTI, looked like that, but I had the Golf version, the hatchback. Worst car I ever owned. It was horrible. Got it new. That thing just fell apart constantly. Everything broke in it. That's worth saving right there. Let's put that right over there. There you go. What do we got there? Oh, you got that stick. Yeah, I've been looking for that. There you go. I thought they're coming to us. I'll wait. What do we got there? What do you got? Sofa? I'll start wide for you guys, and then I'll push in. Mark? 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 Up. Hey, Freddie, do you think they're going to come back, or they're done, right? When I say they, I mean talking about CBS KCAL. They. Yeah, just real quick. Cabial, let's start RTBing, sir. Yeah, pick up anything, 5, 405, whatever you want to do. Yeah, we got one more. Look how fancy that looks. Let's all remember how fancy that looks, because someday it's going to look like poo. People are going to be like, hey, why don't we do something with that? Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Ashley sending me crazy stuff. Crazy. I mean, in a good way, though. Motivational Monday. Oh, Angie. Angie 5. Is that like from Logan's Run? How to get to Sesame Street? Hot Meals. Look how beautiful everything looks today. Very colorful. Can we arrange the climate change to be like this all the time? I mean, everybody makes it sound like it's such a bad thing. I mean, can we just make, let's look at the positive. There's got to be a positive side to it. I heard something about the stocks were doing good this morning. Are they? Let me see what my net gain is. Woo! 40 bucks. Oh, yeah. I could go buy a pair of Vans that are on sale. Don't knock it, man. It is going to be the 405 in Sherman Oaks. We will be there for the top. We will be there for our traffic hit, I promise. And I try to keep my promises the best I can. Bill's moving things around. They're gonna have Maria start the show. Oh, snap. Let's fly north. Just kind of track it. We'll make it work. Hey, good morning, Lisa. Stu likes it too for the most part. For the most part. I get grumpy. Yeah. But I shouldn't. Reset. What? Hey, good morning, Maria. Yes, it is definitely. It is a beautiful day to fly. That is for sure. And I am really excited about all the changes in the weather this week. Right now, though, let's talk about some change that's doing some people some good. That's going to be the 405. We're going to be in the Sherman Oaks area. The slow side, that's going to be on the left right there. That is actually going to be the southbound lanes, and it is not really that bad. I know somebody's going to say, Stu, you're saying that the 405 not that bad? It isn't. You can see there's a little bit of slowing right there, but we just flew it from Sunset. Actually, this morning, it is kind of that slow grind from the 101 up to the Mulholland area, but then after that, it does open up earlier, so the ride, not so bad, especially on the southbound lanes. Northbound, forget about it. It is moving along super well. No crashes, no problems. You're going to make great time if you're heading from West LA out to the San Fernando Valley. Sending it back to you all in the studio, and good morning. Copy. Yes. Let's not fall out of the sky today. What? They probably loving it. Let's take the runway today. At least it's going to be quieter. Where do you think you're going? They're waiting for you. It's going to get windy. You know what? If a rock picks up and cracks their windscreen, come at me. Come at me. I dare you. I dare you. America. All right. Skybox on the ground. Van is going to knock it down. Ciao.